Hey, it's this way for Love on the Spectrum. Where are you going, Harold? That's the wrong way. That's for TLC's Match Me Abroad, and they pay a lot less. So we're gonna meet our first single. I did not see her name. Did I just say Nazi? Son of... I didn't see her name.
We're in Dublin.
Have you ever heard this joke? Are you from Ireland? Cause my d***'s in Dublin. I'm getting an erection. That's all I'm trying to say. So I was too busy writing that joke that I missed her introduction and didn't get her name. Son of a bitch. She tells us how she's been dating for 3 decades and has never yet found a husband. So you were dating when you were like 10 years old? That's weird.
I traveled 4,500 miles to Ireland to find the love of my life.
So we meet our matchmaker, someone so bad that she couldn't even find Harold a love interest. She couldn't get this dude a wife when all that woman wanted was a green card and to come to the States. That is how bad she is. I really like this lady's personality so far. She has a lovely smile, she's really bubbly, and her hair is on point. TLC, do not make her a villain. Don't do it. I know you have a knack for making people villains. She tells us that Irish men are really relaxed and sexy. Not another celebrity chaser. You're not gonna find a celebrity look-alike, and you're definitely not gonna find Colin Farrell. Sorry, but you gotta hold back your expectations a little bit. You're not gonna find an automatic 10 out of 10. Just saying, just saying.
I've been engaged 3 times, but I've never wanted to be married to them.
So then don't get engaged. Why do you keep getting engaged if you don't plan on marrying anybody?
I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure.
Oh. So because she had that, she was willing to get married right away. Okay, I'm a jerk. I'm sorry. I get it. I guess it's understandable that you don't want to die alone. And that's usually what single people say. Because everybody who's married, like, you know what? Maybe I could die alone. It doesn't sound that bad. I'm joking. For at least half you people, I don't know. Then there's the other half who take their spouses on trips and then they throw them off the edge of a bridge. I've been watching a lot of murder mystery lately. She starts crying, thinking about how she had her heart failure. Because she's like, I'd never be able to have a kid, I'll never be able to have a husband, and I'll never be able to play Grand Theft Auto 6. Listen, GTA 6 is just a myth. It's like the Holy Grail. It's not real.
I'm about to get my pot of gold. I'm claiming it.
You can't claim a pre-order for GTA 6 when it will never come out. Amber! Thank you for showing us her name, TLC. Okay, now I know what to call her. Oh my god, I was starting to feel like such a major D-hawk for a second there. The only reason why I remember people's names on these shows is because I cover them. Then that's the only reason, and now I'll forever know that her name is Amber. Because it makes me think of Amber Turd. I mean, she doesn't make me think of Amber Turd, just the name Amber. I cannot hear the name Amber without thinking about Johnny Depp's ex-wife. Examples of why dying alone isn't such a bad idea. You might end up with Amber Turd. I don't know. I'd take dying alone any day than waking up with human feces in the bed. What about y'all? Comment down below. Would y'all take human feces in the bed or dying alone? So Amber goes to this speed dating room. How come they always do a speed dating thing? Yeah, does it ever work in any of these shows? I don't think so. Amber says that she wishes there was a man there wearing a kilt, but instead they're all fashionable and wearing suits. How dare y'all suit wearers? What are y'all trying to do, look nice? Don't you know that Amber wants y'all in a kilt? So take off those suits, put on a little dress, and go on and do one of those Irish dances. You know, the ones where you kick your legs up high? I'd show you, but I'm not limber at all, so no, I can't show you. So this failure of a matchmaker says that there won't be any talking in this room and that they'll only speak with their hearts. So I'm going to try to speak with my heart to y'all, and I hope y'all listen. Get me the hell out of here! I hate it here! I'm trapped! I'm trapped inside this body and there's no escape! So this exercise is called a yin-yang dance, and that's where they mimic each other's movements or some shit. I don't know, I was barely paying attention. But that's what they're doing. They're yin-yanging, and I don't know. It doesn't seem too great to me. I wouldn't want to do this, because I know for a fact I'd step on everybody's feet. That's my best Irish dance, and that's all you're getting. The last exercise is called circling your heart energy, and it's where you fill the other person's heart. And I'm pretty sure I saw this in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Now that mofo was filling some hearts for sure. They look at each other like they're about to kiss, and the matchmaker says, Amber's problem is that she's gonna take stuff too fast.
Yeah. I love it.
She looks like she's literally falling in love with the dude, and you know, he's kinda seems like he's into it also, but the matchmaker keeps saying that Ireland people are very slow. Not slow in the head, but just slow at love. And now we meet Monica. I finally caught her name, thank God. So she likes to talk for her pets, which is very creepy.
I need some good eating, Mommy, and I'm hungry.
Don't forget to burn down the house. It'll appease the demons. She says she thinks she looks good and she works out and she has a bunch of marathon medals. 'Cause she's always running from her problems. She says she's not living her best life because she's not sharing it with anybody. What about me? What about me? Have you forgot about me? We've shared our whole lives together. We meet Monica's daughter, Alyssa, who's just telling her mom, shut up. Those pets can't talk. Yeah, they can. How dare you say that? I'm gonna eat your face off while you sleep. Alyssa is home for 2 weeks, and it makes me wonder if Monica does Alyssa's voice sometimes. Want to go grab some food? Yes, Mom, I would like to go to Olive Garden. Me too. I didn't say that, Mom. Yes, I did. The breadsticks are the shit. They go to play basketball and Monica screams out,
Why am I single? Like, what is it?
I think I know why, but I'm not gonna guess because I'm not ready for everybody to think that I'm an asshole just yet, but I think I have a fair assumption why she's still single. What about y'all? If y'all do, comment down below because I really want to know. She tells us she wants to lick men from head to toe. That includes the butthole, in between the toes, inside the nose, and the belly button as well. We meet Monica's matchmaker. Her name is Luiza. I don't like her energy. Something about Luiza. I don't think she's the one. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. I do not like Luiza.
You need to let down your guard.
And go to the Olive Garden. Oh no, she made her mom cry. Alyssa feels the pressure to come home more often so she doesn't make her mom feel all by herself and alone. That must be a weird feeling, like, I have to come home, otherwise my mom will miss me too much. And I don't know what she'd do then. She's already talking for the cats, she's talking for the neighbors, and it's getting out of hand. No, it's not! Monica is crying and pulling a Darcy and Stacy right now. I think y'all are beginning to understand why I think she's single. Monica calls the matchmaker with her daughter, and who the hell is this person? I don't know. Her mom? Her other daughter? That's somehow way older? I don't know who this other person, maybe her friend, I don't know. Sorry, sometimes I stop paying attention when things get a little bit boring, and then my mind just starts wandering. So I don't know who this lady is next to Monica, and I don't care. So we meet Luiza yet again, and this time it's inside a computer. Help, I'm trapped and I can't get out! God, everybody's trapped in this episode. My heart's trapped inside my body, Luiza's trapped inside the computer, and Monica's trapped inside this own hell that she created for herself.
What do you guys think is a good match for Monica?
I think Denzel Washington will be a good match for you because he's always saying your name.
My nigga.
Wait a second, he's not saying Monica? What's he saying? Oh, no, we gotta delete that right away.
Hello, I am Bruno.
Don't do it! Bruno's gay! I've seen his movie before! So now we meet the star of the show, Harold, the guy who couldn't find love in the first season. So he claims he's an artist and he's about to show us his latest artistic masterpiece.
What do you think?
Of what? The poop you smeared on that canvas? What the f is that? Harold, stop calling yourself an artist if this is your creations. It looks god awful.
Dating in America hasn't worked out for me.
Dating in other countries hasn't worked out for you either. I've seen the first episode where the closest you ever got to anything was that tree and you almost had an O. He tells us how he's seen thousands of anime shows and he's trying to find a waifu. Is that what it's called? Waifu? Waifu? I don't follow the anime shit. I like anime. I just don't follow the culture too much.
I am autistic.
It's fine. So are half my friends. Nobody's gonna judge you on that. So we find out what happened to his match in the first season, and that's that once Harold got back to America, she started completely ignoring him, and they pretty much fell off from there, so it didn't work out. Which is kind of sad, because they did have some chemistry. They talked about Star Trek and all that shit, and they started rubbing their phasers together. Because best believe, she had a giant phaser in those pants. Okay, that's not funny. I don't know if she really had a phaser down there. Probably just a taser. Get away from me, Harold! So Harold has a new matchmaker this time because the first one was god-awful and garbage, and her name is...
Dolly?
So in TLC, I finally learned something, and that's that Singapore has a low birth rate, and they actually started a division for matchmakers so people could meet and have kids, which is very interesting. It makes me wonder how many losers are in Singapore. Or does the government just make them work nonstop where they don't have time to meet anybody? They hop in a cab and the matchmaker immediately tells Harold that he needs to be more manly. You think this guy is gonna be more manly? Alright then.
Don't be yourself.
I hate this matchmaker. She's basically saying to be a different person so he can trick somebody not to love him for him, and I think that's horrible advice. Find somebody just as weird as you. That's what I did. You don't have to create this alternate version of yourself that's set up on a foundation of lies. You can find somebody by being yourself. You are worth it and you are amazing, damn it. This goes out to you. All you single people out there who say, I can't find anybody. I believe in you. It will happen one of these days. You don't have to worry about being alone forever. Unless if you're Brian from before the 90 days. Harold keeps practicing his flirting skills on Dolly, and actually, he's not that bad. He's actually quite funny. He says a few things which are really, pretty smooth in my opinion, or maybe I'm just so unsmooth that it's making this guy look smooth. I don't know. I feel like he can carry a conversation, and he's pretty quick, like at just quick quips or whatever. I don't know. I think he'd be able to do a good job if he didn't have such crappy matchmakers. So he starts saying his little flirts to Dolly, like, did it hurt when you fell down from heaven? And she's like, don't ever use that one again. And he's like, what about this one? Does this cloth smell like chloroform? They go to the hotel and Dolly asks if she could go up to his hotel room so she could see what he brought inside of his cases. And he says sure, and he pulls out just a shitload of fucking suspenders. Dolly is not impressed at all, and she says they'll work on her. Work on what? Better suspenders? My boy Harold's not gonna wear nothing but suspenders. Alright guys, that's the end of this episode. It's the first episode of the second season. Damn it, I do enjoy this show. I remember enjoying it a lot the first time around, and now the second time around, I think it's gonna be pretty swell. Are y'all watching the show or are y'all just watching the recaps? Anyway, this is Dee-man Johnson III, and you're doing a great job, and I'm proud of you no matter what, so always keep it up. All right, man. I just don't know. We got Amber, who is so bubbly. I really love her personality, and I'm afraid that she's probably going to move too fast. And she says that she's always being love bombed on, but I have a feeling that she's going to do the love bombing. And then we got Monica, who's, I don't know. I don't know what to say about Monica yet. I feel like she's going to be the next Darcy and Stacy, but without all the shit made up on her face. Just don't go the plastic surgery route, please. You're amazing and you're great just the way you are. And then we got Harold. Harold, which, you know, it is what it is on Harold. People are trying to tell him not to be himself when really he should embrace himself. Not like masturbate furiously in the corner, but he should be one with his personality and find somebody who resembles that. That's why I think if he was on Love on the Spectrum, he'd do a way better job at finding love than with these f***ing people. What do y'all think? Comment down below what y'all think about this season so far. And I'm about to peace out because I got shit to do. Otherwise, I'd sit here and talk all day to you. And sing for some reason, even though I suck at singing. Alright guys, that's it. Peace!